During the Age of the Empire, the Imperial Survey and Exploration Corps was primarily aimed at mapping the farthest reaches of wild space and updating hyperspace data. The Imperial Survey Corps was the successor to the Galactic Republic's organization founded during the Clone Wars called the Civilian Astrogation Corps. Upon the formation of the Empire, the Survey Corps offered many members of the Civilian Astrogation Corps military commissions and regarded all information on the unknown regions to be considered state secrets. Emperor Palpatine was very intrigued by the unknown regions and primarily the threats to the Empire in the area as well as unknown territories to conquer. Therefore, Imperial policies regarding the area were restricted to only those who were completely loyal to Palpatine and who had a high level of security clearances. Members of the Imperial Survey and Exploration Corps were not seen as being completely devoted to the Empire, as Palpatine felt they should be, as many had joined the unit for the adventure of discovering new territories and not necessarily to benefit the Empire and Palpatine himself. Although they were now banned from going to the unknown regions, the information that the Imperial Survey and Exploration Corps had previously gathered about the area had proved itself to be valuable to Emperor Palpatine and the New Order. To fulfill their missions, the Corps was often staffed with scientists and scouts, however it never achieved much importance during the height of the New Order and thus experienced perennial manpower shortages. The Empire planned to gradually pare back the size of the Imperial Survey and Exploration Corps and eventually disband the unit altogether due to Palpatine's inability to control the Corps. But regardless of the Corps' increasingly reduced status, it claimed that the Corps was responsible for discovering a new planetary system every 207 minutes because they were that good at their job and very invaluable to the Empire's mapping data. Now, some sources claim that the Imperial Survey Corps and Imperial Exploration Corps were separate organizations, while others state that they were one unit called the Imperial Survey and Exploration Corps. The divergence is that the Survey Corps is part of the Imperial military in general, while the Imperial Exploration Corps was a branch in the Imperial Navy tasked with the exploration of regions of the galaxy to locate planets which could be used as either supply or resource hubs, while the Survey Corps was just tasked with locating and observing planets. But both were considered sister organizations. I figured I should mention that discrepancy here. Now on to the rest of the video. Survey teams would be assigned to investigate planets and moons for the Galactic Empire on behalf of the Corps. The standard procedure of Imperial survey teams when investigating an unknown world began by using orbital sensors to record the surface, scan for life forms, and take geological readings. If any sign of sentient life was found, no matter how little or low its technology level was, the team would land personnel on the surface to observe the natives up close. This would help the Empire's expansion into various regions of wild space. A typical survey team's personnel consisted of both stormtroopers and Imperial officers trained as scientists. They traveled from system to system on board survey frigates and used shuttles to land on planets or moons they investigated. Thousands of these teams would be sent out to look for suitable construction sites for the next Death Star to be built, and one survey team under the command of Captain Toss discovered the forest moon of Endor and identified it as a prime location to build the second Death Star and shield generator. On Endor, however, the survey team had encountered the vicious Ewoks, which Toss refused to consider a legitimate threat to Imperial expansion onto Endor. He often ignored the advice and assessments of his second-in-command, Lieutenant Kvyat, who had taken down a group of officers in light armor and 2 stormtroopers to the forest in a shuttle where they came under attack by Ewoks. Basically, this guy played Ewok Hunt for the first time, yet his team was able to be evacuated by the shuttle, and their concerns were ignored by Toss. After the destruction of the second Death Star in the Battle of Endor, several members of the Imperial Survey and Exploration Corps would defect to the New Republic. However, the New Republic would not be so lenient on those who did not defect, and several were targeted for execution by the New Republic. Did you know about the Imperial Survey and Exploration Corps before this video? What other elements of Star Wars lore would you like for me to cover? Feel free to let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching.